This is going to be a chain rule problem. So we've got y equals cosine squared 5x. First off, you always have to identify your outer and then your inner functions after that. So the one thing that you have to recognize is that cosine is being squared. So we can rewrite that, and that's what my first step is actually going to be. Let's rewrite it as the cosine of 5x and then put that in parentheses so you show that you're squaring that whole cosine function. And then we can start working with our chain rule. Now remember, our chain rule says that you want to take your outermost function, take the derivative of the outermost, then take the derivative of your inner function, and then keep working inside until you've exhausted all options. So my outer function is the squared function. That's my power rule. Then my next inside function is cosine. Then my next inside function is going to be 5x. So we'll start by taking the derivative of our quadratic. So that's our power rule. So drop the 2 in front, subtract your exponent by 1. So I've taken the derivative of my quadratic. Now I got to multiply it by the derivative of my next inside function, which is cosine. So the derivative of cosine is going to be a negative sign. Remember, when you write that, it's negative sine 5x. The 5x hasn't changed yet. Right? We haven't even taken the derivative of that. We took the derivative of the quadratic, then the derivative of cosine. Now we need to multiply it by the derivative of our 5x, our linear function, which is just 5. So remember, the 2 cosine 5x, that was from the power rule. Then we multiply it by the derivative of cosine, which is negative sine. Then we have to multiply it by the derivative of 5x, which is 5. So now all we have to do is multiply the things that we can multiply together, which would be the 5, the negative sign, and the 2. That gets us negative 10. I'll write it as cosine 5x, sine 5x. I don't need the parentheses anymore because cosine is not being raised to any other power other than 1. So I can leave it as that. And that is chain rule.